Good morning, sisters. Let's go for a walk. Vicky, you need to change your shoes. You can't go walking in flip-flops. We'll wait. Hurry up. Okay, now that that's squared away, it's a beautiful day. No rain today. So, we're the last camp spot as you're leaving the campground. This is just one loop, though. There's one loop closed for construction, and that loop is closed, I think, for the winter. That's tent camping down there. But lake's nice and calm again today. And again, as I mentioned in another video, we are at Ike, Kinswa, at Silver Creek, Washington. About an hour and a half north of Vancouver and Portland. Here we go. I try to stop filming as I pass people's campsites to be respectful. It is a beautiful day. That's apparently where they keep camp wood. What does this say? Oh, that's where if you want to buy firewood, you can. Bathrooms down that way. They also have little cabins that are pretty neat. That one's called Relax Inn. Relaxin', get it? Wow, those are pretty cool actually. That one back there. Look at that view they have of the lake. I may have to look into that one for Derek's mom. That would be cool. This one's called Serenity. There's another one back there that's on the water. Don't know where you park. Wow, there's several cabins back in here. That's cool. So if you live in this area, you ought to look at this. No vehicles over 25 feet. Would be a nice spot. 57. A little bit more private than the one we are at. It's nice. It has a view of the lake, but it is also right beside the entrance road. It's not been too bad this time though, because this time of year it's not super busy. That's a nice spot. And apparently that's a trail. I may walk that later. I don't really know where it goes. I don't see the park ranger for me to ask. That's a nice RV right there. Lots more of the ferns. He's over there cooking breakfast. That bacon smells so good. That's funny. I don't know if you heard her or not. Isn't that pretty? So these spots right here, on the other side of those is the road. But these are more private than the ones. The one we're at is right at the end on the corner. So you get the traffic coming in and going out. Let's see what this says. I'm looking for the cabins. So they're right in here. I want to check those out later. I wanted to walk back there, but there's people back there. I don't want to go back there and be nosy. And there's Jaybird. Again, that's just one loop of the campground. So now we're gonna go walk another loop. Hold on. See, we're going, this is our camp spot. The road is between us and the lake. Let's see. We have had so much fun with her this summer. Okay. Let's cross the road. Lisa, be sure, stop looking at everything and look both ways. Pay attention. Okay, let's go. Okay. Since we're not driving and we're just walking, we're going to ignore that sign because we're not camping, we're just walking. And you know what a rebel I am. I'm just kidding, I'm not a rebel, I'm like a rule follower. We checked this site out yesterday when we were walking on the trail. There's a trail behind here that goes along the lake. So these are tent sites, would be pretty cool spots to have. I wish you could like hear the breeze going through the trees. Every once in a while I hear frogs. That's a really pretty little site for tent camping. Or, you know, you could even dry camp with an RV here, I guess. We've not been brave enough to do that yet. But it's a pretty campground. What do you think, Lisa? You like it, Viggy? I know, Carol, you would probably love all the flora and fauna. You know, for some reason, I love all the mushrooms. There's just so many different kinds of mushrooms. Like, oh, that's so cute. He's so cute. All the pine needles, leaves. Fall is definitely here. I wish that you guys were here. But I love that I can take you with me, kinda. Maybe boring for other people, but this is a time for me to walk with my sisters. Let them know I miss them. They're all in the south, and here I am on the other side of the country. I've been here for 23 years. I love it here. As you can see, I mean, what's not to love? Let's go peek back here. I see the lake. If you don't mind dry camping, that's where you know, bring your own water in and run your generator if you needed to. For electricity. This would be a fantastic site because this is like at the back of the campsite. Can you hear the wind in the trees? Oh my gosh. Perfect place to fish. I do have to say, one of the things I've noticed about this campground is this is by a dam, so I think that the level probably rises quite often when they're operating, letting water through. But almost everywhere we've been around this lake, it's like the tree roots are exposed. Like the water has been up under them and washed all the soil away. So that makes me a little nervous to get too close to the edge. I don't know if you can see this one. I don't know if you can tell that, but all that right there there's nothing under it. It's just tree roots, and that's it. So I find it interesting. I took a picture yesterday of a tree that was like that, and it apparently started falling or was leaning. And so the roots, it's like the roots were still in the ground, but the tree had fallen and it was just exposed. So it was really cool, but also really scary. And as you can tell, the trees do fall. So I definitely wouldn't want to get too close to the edge. But it would be a cool spot to go down there and fish from. It's so pretty. And it's so pretty this time of year because, contrary to belief, the Pacific Northwest, we do go through a drought season in the summer. And so it gets very dry, it gets very crispy. But then this time of year, when the rain starts coming back, it's just gorgeous. The ground is so rich. I think that's why the ferns grow so well. I don't know where this trail goes. I'm just walking and walking, so if I end up lost, I'm somewhere at Kinswa State Park. Send help if you don't hear from me again. There's a campsite. Can't be too far off the grid, right? I know I said we were going to walk that loop of the campground, but I love the woods. What can I say? To me, this is so much more fun than walking on a paved road. So, probably not very helpful for people who are wanting to see the campground for future use. But it's all about my sisters anyway, so there's that. Oh, look at them. Lisa, do you remember when we used to, on the weekends, we would just drive out in the country and pick wildflowers or dig up wildflowers and plant them in our yards? And we would just go exploring. I wish you were here where we could just do all this exploring together. Oh, there's a good fishing spot too. Okay. I don't want to try it. I'm scared I'm going to fall. And if I break something, I'm going to be stuck down there by myself. But if I had on hiking shoes, I totally would. I wish you could see. Maybe I'll come to a clearing. There's like some little islands out there. Let's see. I don't know if you can see them out over there. There's just some little islands. Right through there. See them? So now we're coming back up, I think, to those cabins. Oh, wow. What do you think we're going to find up here? I see a clearing. Okay, I may have an RV, but I want one of those cabins. Now, if you look between these two trees right here, Those islands are right through there. See them? And then I don't know what that is on the other side of the lake. Maybe a boat ramp. Looks like people put in kayaks there. That's cool. That cabin has a phenomenal view off their porch. Okay, sisters, just take a deep breath. Take it all in and fill my heart with you. Carol, get down. I'm trying to take a panoramic view. Imagine the four of us holding hands, standing here, just looking at how pretty this is. Can you feel me? Okay, we're at the top of the hill. Take one last peek right there. Okay, I'm gonna check these cabins out a little closer. So that one is C6. That one also has an RV hookup, so that would be one that we could rent for Derek's mom. And it does have some lake view, but you're also gonna have view of these other people. C7, not so much. Doesn't really have a lake view. But this is where I'm going to get a little brazen and bold and go back here because there's 5 cabins back here, and these are the ones that have nice views. But it does say limited turnaround, so I would need to make sure I could get the RV down here. You know, if they had hookups as well. So that's called Whispering Firs. They have. And then Laker Front. So,
oh, that's pretty exciting.
can you tell me what number that cabin is?
This one is number 2.
2.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's 1.
Yeah. Yep.
A fabulous view. That's awesome.
The best cabin. I just got to say.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Like, no doubt about it.
It doesn't look in the summertime. It's packed though. It's like speedboats and stuff. It's not quite,
Yeah.
not quite as dreamy in the summertime.
Well, and it has hookups, right?
It has power.
Okay, but not water,
Well, there is a water spigot, but there's no
sewer. Yeah, that's fine. I'm looking for places that my elderly mother-in-law, where she can stay in the cabin and we can camp in the RV. So probably 1 and 2. Definitely it. This one's not bad. This one does have hookups as well. So this is definitely an option. I'm always scared somebody's staying in them. It's a nice little back porch. Let's look inside. Oh, you can see my reflection. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that you can see in there. Let's try from this side. Definitely smaller than the other one, unless it's got a bedroom on the back. Yeah, it's definitely got a bedroom on the back. So this is cabin 3. But it's got a nice little view too. Aww. And it's got a rain chain. That's cool. But definitely has hookups so we could camp here. And then that we could hang back there. So that's nice. And then if we're backed in, the back window of the RV, we would have that lake view. So cabin 3 is nice. Backwoods, not so much. They do not have, in Cowlitz, they do not have lake views. So cabin 1, 2, and 3 are the ones to rent. Okay, so now we're gonna go back this way. See if I can't reconnect with where that closed off loop is that I totally blew by because I wanted to hike instead. Okay, we're gonna go through here because that looks like a parking lot for maybe some of the tent camping. So maybe this will take us back to that loop where I was and got sidetracked. He looks like he's got on a little toupee. You can tell it's deer season because I've heard lots of gunshots while we've been out here. Yeah, so this is back to that loop where I was before. That over there is where we started this loop. And that, my darlings, is that other loop in the cabins. I still wish I'd have gone back there and looked in that cabin and looked at the bedroom. Just thought about that. I just love how natural. I mean, that's not natural. You can tell that's man-made. But I love that they use all the natural elements. Yes, Lisa, I looked both ways. And there's Jaybird. I love you, ladies. Thanks for going on a walk with me. Bye.